Right, welcome back to the Proper Chaps Proper Chat.
Have we already started now, have we?
We've started now, yeah.
What now?
10 seconds ago we started.
Okay,
now.
fantastic.
So about 15 now.
12, 13, 14,
15.
Right, yeah,
That's
cool.
right, because normally you've finished in this time.
Oh no.
Woohoo.
normally. It depends on the person, really. Depends who it is. Jennifer Lawrence, quick.
Twice. We're just gearing up for the third go.
Right, so as always, I am your host Abs, and I'm here with LB and a returner to the show, Carl.
Hi.
So how did your, when you were saying about the fights last time, did any of them come in?
Yeah, one did.
One
yeah,
did.
yeah, one did. So,
Did anyone won any money off that? You owe us some money.
yes.
Well, how many did they lose on that?
All of them.
Yeah.
Other than one.
Technically,
Another
they
two
lost
didn't
some
go.
money.
Yeah, so it breaks even.
That was break even. Right, so snacks and drinks.
Yeah.
Me and LB went to Lidl on the way here.
I know, we're really breaking the budget this
Proper
day.
breaking the budget.
Can't wait until we
Since I'm
start getting
unemployed.
some serious viewers and we can go to Waitrose.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That's the dream.
So I went for some generic Aylstow chili coated peanuts. Proper pub snack, I would say.
Yeah,
Well,
for the
pork
first time.
scratching.
For the first time. I had pork scratchings and I had beef jerky. They both count.
Yeah, but last week you were on about getting a double zinger stacker burger, large
Yeah,
meal
that
from
would be
KFC,
good.
as if it was a pub snack.
You could eat it in a pub.
But you can buy it from behind the bar.
These are like cheap nobbies nuts.
You love a good pair of cheap nuts in your
Fucking
mouth.
delicious.
Are they good, are they?
Mm.
Let's have a go.
Try some, lads. Pass it round. Pass it round.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, fantastic.
We're here today at the Beardy
Mm.
Barber residence, getting a fresh fade. As
We
well.
are.
So
Yeah, looking good.
if anyone needs a haircut,
Yeah, no, let's go
he's
into
okay.
that.
Don't see me. But I know someone really good.
You like a chili nut, do you?
I've got one.
You love a nut.
Thank you, mate.
That's the sign of someone that's been enjoying the chili nut.
It's like, no.
I've already got one in my mouth, thank you, mate.
I don't normally like ginger beer. Not a fan.
You're right there.
So today I bought the Grizzly Ginger. Oh, Heatherwood Craft Beer Company.
It's actually what you call your penis, isn't it, mate?
That's exactly what I call it.
Absolutely grizzly.
And ginger.
Nice that.
Is it good?
Mm.
Is not what he says about it.
Yeah. It's the first time anyone said that about your penis. Anyway, how's the
With a
drink?
ginger grizzly in his hand, he's finally gone. It's nice.
It's not as, it's not as
I feel
gingery
at
as I
home.
thought. It's
What do you mean it's not as gingery?
Yeah,
It
explain.
just tastes like a normal beer with a little bit of a kick in the back of the throat. Try some.
I'd rather not, thank you, mate.
I ain't got the Rona.
No,
We
I don't
got
care.
tested. I didn't get tested, the kid did.
Yeah, that's true.
The
That kind
kid.
of means that you've definitely not got it.
That does kind of mean I've definitely not got it. So, 2 for 1.
Mm.
One of the stepkids come back from their dad's
Mm.
and with a temperature.
Brilliant.
And we're like, great, we just booked a holiday. What are we going to be doing now? So we were like, well, we'll go get him tested. Went down the road to, well, like 10 minutes away, and they had drive-in testing
Yeah.
at the park and ride. So we literally just drove in. They gave us a
Longstaff?
kit. No, in Milton.
Oh, okay.
They give you a kit through the window. You have to ring a number, and they explain how you do it, and they put it through the window.
Slowly remove your trousers.
And cough.
It was literally, it was just a long swab that we put onto his tonsils and up his nose, and then you put it back in and send it back to him. Literally, we did it at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning the next day, we got a text through saying it was negative.
Just to clarify, that was 8 o'clock in the evening.
8 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, yeah, I was
6
going to say it didn't
o'clock
sound
the
very
next
super
day.
quick, that, did it? It's like 8 o'clock in the morning.
10 hours,
Next
10
day,
hours.
he died.
Yeah, 8 o'clock in the evening. So 6 o'clock the next morning.
This
Come back.
episode is actually sponsored by the funeral services in
If you'd like to go to my GoFundMe page for
Yeah, please. We haven't got a headstone. No, yeah, so
So
yeah,
negative.
no, that's really cool. 10-hour turnover time. You've got to think.
It's not too bad, really.
Who's picking that? What time are they picking that up? If you're doing it at 8 o'clock, you've got to give it in. Someone must be there for what, 10 o'clock to
So-
pick up all the
The
day's
test
tests?
must be well quick.
Mm.
Well quick.
Maybe it's just like a
Yeah.
petri dish or something that they just
thing and it
Oh,
lights up. Yeah. So
Or it's all a massive con, and they get 100,000 of them a week, and they go, "Well, you've got it, you haven't. You've got it, you haven't."
it's just a random tick chest. And it's like, oh, I've not done a yes in a while.
81, You've got it. You'll be dying soon. Just inflating or deflating the numbers, however they see fit.
Deflating massively.
Oh yeah, and
Considering
then in a
as soon as
week's
they start
time, they're like,
lifting
"Woo!"
lockdown, like 14 deaths the other day.
Really?
That's
That's
it.
not that bad, is
That's
it?
absolutely
14?
nothing compared to what we did get up to.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. 14.
However, there
No.
are still cities that are going into lockdown, i.e. Leicester.
They've just had it renewed, haven't they,
just
for
going,
4 weeks?
All the shit ones. Just shut that down.
Leicester,
You
who
don't
are
see
they?
Cambridge being shut down, do you?
No.
Oxford hasn't been shut
Look,
down.
look at London. London's probably still one of the highest. Yeah, they're never going to shut that down.
No, they won't because of the money that it brings in for the economy.
Yeah, but let's not go too conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
I don't want to get this page shut down. Anyway, have you heard
Or
of Jeffrey
murdered.
Epstein?
Ash committed suicide this day.
Just so
Very
you
sad
know,
episode this week.
It's like everyone's dead.
last week's episode, the world's biggest paedophile ring. Next week's episode,
I had to stop this. No, we just go missing.
we got to send a
Proper
cease and
chaps, proper
desist
dead.
Yeah.
Podcasting from beyond the grave.
So you rate the ginger grizzly.
I do.
You rate
I
your
wouldn't
nuts.
normally have it, but I think I'll have this again.
The ginger grizzly nuts, bang on. So I've gone for a Perlenbacher. Sounds like a
rip-off
German,
of Heineken.
German
Yeah.
tennis player from the 70s that was okay.
Nearly made it in Wimbledon.
Yeah,
It's just not quite.
Perlenbacher, yeah. Just lost out to Hinman.
Yeah.
So I've gone with that. It's just a lager, to be honest.
It's just a lager.
It's just a lager.
Yeah.
Nothing special
No.
about it. It has got that little tang, you know, like with foreign lagers sometimes have that little
Yeah.
bit of a tang. It's got that about it. It's not very smooth, but it's nice. So, and it was £2.99 for 6 bottles, so you can't really go wrong.
Happy days.
$2.99 for 6 balls.
Yeah,
Fuck me.
50p a bottle.
We could probably sell them to alcoholics in the street for £1 a bottle.
Alcoholics in the street don't have a pound.
Mate, some
Or a
buskers
bottle.
around Cambridge probably earn a fortune. Or a bottle opener, we charge them extra to open it for them.
And then you give them haircuts.
Yeah, fucking
So,
win-win-win.
shoulder session. So I also went with some toffee coated popcorn. The quid for a bag that's
Quid,
bigger
you
than
can't
my head.
moan, can you?
That's a
Yeah,
quid,
I've got
and it's
quite a large
fantastic.
head as well.
Try that.
Let's have a look. I haven't got the Rona. I've
I
been
don't
tested.
care if you've got the Rona. Have a go on that, mate.
So you just going to say I haven't got the Rona.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. That is better or as
That's-
good as Butterkiss.
That's better than Buttercup.
It's so good, isn't it? And a pound for that. Mackey's of Scotland, I'll give it to you. Most Mackey's in Scotland, you get a Big Mac from. This Mackey's in Scotland make popcorn, and it is fantastic.
Proper popcorn.
It is
Proper,
proper
proper.
popcorn.
It is proper.
But it's not actual proper popcorn because we did
You've
it that
had
the other
that.
week. There's actually a brand called Proper Popcorn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, this is better than that. Actually, I take that back.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it's good. So I rate that.
That is good. Chuck it in the middle, and I'll chuck my nuts in the middle as well. And we'll see.
I'm sick of you doing that.
Oh no.
Disgusting.
I've got another thing for you to show, mate.
Oh, God. I've gone for a Coors Light. Give me that Van Damme feeling.
Can't
Oh,
go
yeah.
wrong with the
And-
Coors Light.
Do you feel
This-
like you're at the top of a mountain? What's the blue mountain like on the front?
Is it blue?
No, no.
No.
He's fucking cold.
There's a little, there's a tiny bit.
It's not cold enough.
No,
mate. You
no.
need to
Little bit
put
of
that in
blue.
the fridge.
A little bit of blue as Peter.
It goes down well. It's really nice.
And you've also
And
made
I've-
us some hash cookies.
I have, yes. It looks that way.
Can I eat it now,
So
or
the
do you wanna
missus
get home?
made me cookies.
Come on,
They're
mate.
they are gluten free
Are they?
from Costco, but try one because they are absolutely
Which one's
divine.
less burnt? I'm only
What an
joking.
awful
These
thing
look
to say.
amazing.
Fantastic.
Mate, honestly, cannot describe
That's
how
a
good they
thick
are.
Cookie, that's
They're gooey as well. It's
that is the tip.
Clear my mouth of any chili powder and toffee.
Where can you buy these?
Costco.
I thought Costco was like a massive American brand. I didn't know they operated.
There's a
in the
couple in the UK.
There's quite a few.
Really?
There's one in Milton Keynes.
There's an IKEA
There we
in
go.
Keynes as well.
There is. It's right
How
near
many
it.
IKEA stores are in the UK? About 3.
Not enough.
Needs to be one in Cambridge.
There were rumours about them coming to Cambridge. Yeah, these are good, mate. I rate them.
All right, aren't they?
Nice.
Superb. They would be good warm.
They were
You
warm
know, they come
originally.
straight
Yeah.
out. Hopefully, you still get that.
On it, they're still dough.
Just frozen. Yeah, all you have to do is defrost them.
Leave them on a plate for a while and put them in the sun.
I see a thing on Facebook earlier. Some girl had posted and it got shared around. And it was, I like my sex like I like my cookie dough. And there's either two answers, it's baked or raw. So, which do you prefer?
What was the answer?
And people were just commenting on it. There wasn't an answer, it was just,
No,
I
I've had
like
enough
my
of that.
sex like I like
All of a
my
sudden, the
cookie
cookie
dough.
don't taste so good, mate. So,
It tastes like sex. These cookies taste of sex.
moving on.
If I was going to go to Amsterdam, which I do want to go to Amsterdam because I've never been, I would try edibles.
I have an unhealthy obsession with penis.
What?
Amsterdam.
You have an
What?
unhealthy...
Amsterdam. Amsterdam has an unhealthy obsession with penis.
Right, you said I have.
No, I said they have.
We're going to listen to this
I'm
back.
going to re-edit this because it really sounded like you said I have an unhealthy obsession
That's
with
perfectly
penis.
healthy, mate. Don't you worry about that.
No, we're like one a day.
So that's all we have time for.
Get him off me! No, everywhere you go, every gift shop and everything has just everything's been turned into a penis. All the museums
The
are just.
lady that's working behind the bar.
Penis.
Yeah.
It's your penis.
It's worse than Thailand for unwanted
And there's a lot
penis.
of cocks in there.
No, that is what I noticed. Though. I didn't go there and get stoned, so we did like the touristy stuff. I was paying about €8 for a regular pint, which was frustrating enough.
Is that in the shape of a penis?
Just drinking.
It wasn't
through the
actually.
No?
So yeah, no, it's not quite that unhealthy. That would be.
Yeah, they're not stupid.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous.
But a beer mat was.
But you had to get yours out to drinking, which is weird. Yeah,
They
no,
come
but
with
that's
ping
just what
pong
I
ice cubes.
No, it was just £8, and then red light district was a bit of a letdown. It wasn't what
That
I
was
imagined.
£8.
I know that's a penis.
Yeah, so it was just I would probably
You
wouldn't
went
go
with your
back.
missus, didn't you?
Yeah.
See, I'd want to go with my friends. It would change
Nah,
the
I'd
experience,
like
wouldn't
to go with them. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheat right, mate.
Oh, we did. We
Make
didn't
it laugh.
obviously buy a prostitute.
it? Why
We were
not?
going to go to one of the sex shows, but then that was like €50.
Mm.
And you could go to your own sex show for €50 over that.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But no, it just wasn't what I was expecting. I think it's hyped up too much as a city.
Expensive as well.
It's
Although
too expensive.
there's a coffee shop there, the Betty Boop coffee shop,
Mm.
that got relocated because it was close to a school. And it had to be relocated because you can't be selling drugs next to a school.
Well, you can if it's legal.
No, it has to be within a certain distance away. So
Yeah.
they moved it, but that was where Quentin Tarantino wrote Pulp Fiction, in that coffee shop in Amsterdam.
Really?
Sitting there getting high and writing.
Explains a
Pulp
lot.
Fiction. Yeah, it does. Yeah. The fact
saw
that they
him.
literally talk about $5 shake
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
and foot massage.
I don't know how we got to Amsterdam and penis. And
Did you take a train or-
or?
I don't remember, but I think it's a train.
no, but how did we even get onto the subject
I
of
don't know.
Amsterdam?
That's the thing.
Where
Through your unhealthy obsession of penis.
Yeah, no, but you said. Oh no, you said you wanted to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah,
I don't
because of
remember
the
what-
edibles.
There we go.
Full circle.
Yeah,
We're done now, chap.
So I'm having a cause light.
yeah. Cause light and a cookie. Right. Anyway, so something that that I did want to talk about. So
Was it
obviously,
Will
I
and
think.
Jada?
No, it wasn't,
That was last week.
mate. That's hit the back of my throat. There, that chili powder. Anyway,
It hit the back of your throat, did it?
Yeah. Chili powder.
where were you, Lewis? In Amsterdam, by any chance? No, barbering. So, how did that come about? And did you didn't speak about it last time, did you?
Yeah, Carl's a barber now.
No,
In case anyone listening doesn't know.
I'm a barber.
Hit him up on Instagram. There's some cool shit on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
What handle?
Sorry?
What's your Instagram handle?
Beardy Barber Co. Yeah. So, no, it's been brilliant, actually. It's like, obviously, I was in the industry of Ashley for quite a while. And just needed a change. Do you know what I mean, more Nathan? It's like what I was saying to you guys earlier. It's like, when do you ever see an upset barber? probably after their shift and they're crying, realising they're
in
not getting
between
paid and all that.
customers.
But it's been great fun. And like done Ash's hair tonight, and it don't look half shit, to be fair.
It don't
No,
look
it looks
half shit.
decent.
I mean, he hasn't seen the back of it yet, but you know,
No,
surprise.
I thought you were going to tell him about that.
But no, so
No,
it's
it's
like,
not bad, that. I like it.
It looks
I've never had a skin fade either.
it looks alright.
So it makes
was
me
that-
look very white.
That was literally your thought process was, I want to do something else.
Want to do something different. I still want to be part, like, with the public and that, because, like, even when we was like, yeah, it's like good to have like, it's a nicer chat than what it is with like car sales, if you know what I mean, because there's not like a end game to it that you're trying to achieve, if you know what I
you're
mean.
not
Apart
trying
from
to
obviously,
sell
I know you're
yourself.
trying to get their hair where it needs to be,
Yeah.
but you can just chat, like you chat so many different conversations. You know what I mean? So obviously everyone's different, got their own little things they want to talk about, and it's just been brilliant, mate. Like literally 2 weeks has just gone like the click of a finger. The instructor that I've been using, like I've got to big him up today. I said I would. It's like Jake Hillary. It's like gents quarters.
name?
Jake Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
Runs the quarters barbers. Been literally did like London barbering school 4 years ago, and after a year, like a couple of shops open, doing his own teaching. The guy's such a good entrepreneur with it. Do you know what I mean? He's
He's
got
taught you
such
well.
a switched on head. Literally, yeah. Like in 2 weeks, I don't know anyone else out there that could kind of get you to that next level. Like literally after a week, like shit, I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Like within reason, still forever learning, but foundation wise, it's like he's just absolutely incredible, mate. And it's been really, really good experience. And we're going to be opening up
Your own
the shop together. Yeah, so we had a good chat today. We've got on really, really well.
In
And
Bedford.
we're going to be looking at a shop in Bedford and going 50-50 with it and kind of use his name
Must
but
have
have my brand as well. So, mate, we've literally, like, I think because I've been like,
Cousins, are you?
no, not like us, mate. But no, I think it's because like what we're like, whenever you want to do something, we want to do it. Do you know what I mean? You don't just half-ass it type thing. And he's like seen that. Do you know what I mean? I've got my head down, got switched on, been doing like decent cuts. And he's kind of like gone, let's go for it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, cat on the
And
table.
we've now got a cat on the table.
We're talking about penis, not pussy.
Talking of Grizzly Ginger.
Once that was it. That's really cool then. So,
Yeah,
Good
just
thing
loved
about
it.
barbering as well, loyalty. Like,
Yes.
if you go to the same barber
mate,
a couple of times, mate, that
already, like,
you
even-
know how fickle that is though. If you do one bad haircut because you're having an off day,
Yeah.
you will lose someone that you.
Yeah, you say that, but it's like, even like doing the training this week, it's like so many people have already gone, right, where are you going to relocate? Where are you doing it? I want you as my barber. And they've like taken details straight away, and like, that's meant a lot. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause it's like, you just kind of find your feet with it all.
How many
But-
customers do you think you're going to need solidly per
to earn
month?
a good living.
I think so. Like, if anyone's got like a client list of like 25 to 30 people, you're doing well. Do you know what I mean? You can have a really nice steady wage. Like I say, I want to focus more on like, owning a business anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because then when you're getting the people work for you as well, you're taking a part of their cut, but they're using your brand to get more clientele in. I think it's just going to reap rewards. You know what I mean? But I reckon, yeah, 25 to 30 people is a good strong list.
How often?
Deal with walk-ins.
Because it's every other couple of weeks. Normally, people get their haircut. People.
More, blokes more now. Are
Yeah.
like, I'm not being afraid. They're worse than women for getting their hair cut. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause it's like every 2 weeks they need it
Well, they're
tidying up,
different. Yeah,
whatever,
that's
and
the
stuff
thing.
like that. Because especially with, like skin phase now, they grow out within a week. Do
That's
you know what I mean?
where
Like
I'm a
2
bit
weeks.
different. I can go have my haircut every 2 weeks, or I can go 2 months without having it done.
Yeah.
Like,
But now you're
just
going to come every
depends
2
on
weeks for a
how much-
podcast,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Carl's
exactly.
now recurring every 2 weeks.
I
But
might
no,
have to
it's-
get you to start doing mine as well. 'Cause my missus is a hairdresser, but we have arguments.
yeah.
So if she doesn't do it, it's easier
Quite
to moan
It's-
at missus.
It's hard though, mate. So I wouldn't dream of cutting a woman's hair. Like just because you can barber, don't mean you can go around all of a sudden just cut a woman's hair. Do you know what I mean? It's
No,
a completely
exactly.
different ball game, mate. Do you know what I mean?
No,
But
yeah.
on the flip side, it's kind of works that way. Don't be wrong. If a guy's got like long hair and needs a scissor cut, fuck me, I'll go to someone that works in the salon all day long because you know they'd just shit up with a scissor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get it
yeah.
perfect. But I think when it comes to clippering and like what we've done
It is
today,
better to go to a proper barber.
there's such a
It's
thing that
subtle
there's such a
differences
process that
make
you've got to work
make a
through.
difference.
I mean, like I said, like 3/4 of the way through his hair, it looks shocking, and you think, "Oh God, what's happening?" And then all of a sudden you
then
do
it
that
all
final
comes
touch,
to-
and
yeah.
it just brings it all together. If you know what I mean, it just makes such a difference. And
I think it's one of the
yeah,
only trades really like that. Well, then again, no, I guess it is, isn't it? Something that can look, that you can spend 30 minutes getting it to a point,
yeah,
and then if they left then, in an emergency.
you'd think, what the hell's happened?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
And then
what have you
2
done to my
minutes
hair?
later-
But now it's like, that's all blended in. It all looks good.
No, it looks really good.
It looks
mate.
really
For someone
tidy,
that's
actually.
been doing it for 2 weeks. It's fantastic.
So we're getting there.
I
It'll be
can
alright.
cancel my hair appointment tomorrow now.
Did you have one? Did you?
No.
Just in case. Yeah.
Just in case I need to
Yeah, he's got it
8 o'clock
pre-booked.
tomorrow. We'll have to open for you, especially Ashley. Yes, I know.
Is it Carl again? Yes. But maybe there's a business in that. You get
Just
someone to keep
sorting
doing
people's
dodgy
hair
cuts,
out.
but then that one person's got
Yeah,
to
'cause
fix
you're
the
still
cut.
both getting paid. Aren't
Exactly. So that one guy could ruin it all, but then another person reaps the reward,
The
and then
only
they've got
thing
a
is
permanent
that
barber.
business where that keeps ruining it has to somehow keep
Yeah.
their reputation for people to come in.
Just keep changing your name. So,
That's what
I
Bill
don't want to use James, and then next week you go in and hi, my name's Johnny. We've got the fake tash on. One of them knows.
Just shave my beard off now. That's what I can't make. Fucking brother again.
Construction companies do that. If they do a shit job, they'll go bankrupt and then they'll just
Start up
another
again.
Business.
Yeah,
they
start
do
it
all
up
the
in their
time.
missus'
but
name, don't they?
That literally happened to my dad.
Did it?
He had like a £250,000 extension. Wasn't happy with the work at all.
Yeah.
So said to the guy, "This is terrible." Actually, started getting other people in to come and correct the work. Started chasing the guy for his money, and he just went back, just went bust.
Fucking hell.
That's it. Money
What a
damage. right?
bastard.
Yeah, no, I know. But I mean, like you said, that's what they do. But they are clamping down on that. now.
Mm.
So if you own a business that folds, you're not allowed to open another business for X amount of.
Yeah, but then that's when they start doing it in their partner's name and stuff like that, isn't it? Because it's like
Yeah.
little loopholes and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah, so
do
it's
you know what I mean?
amazing.
They'll
So
always
Yeah.
get away with it, won't they? They'll
Mm.
always do something to get away with it.
people that are that smart know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean with it all? And they're just
Cowboys,
I'd say move
cowboy
on. Yeah.
builders. They've got that name for a reason because they love riding horses,
Yeah.
and they're fantastic with a lasso. No,
A lasso or a lasso?
a lasso.
It's a lasso.
No, it's not. Is
It
it?
is.
It's a lasso.
You're
Yeah.
chatting pony.
No.
What is it?
It's a lasso.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
is.
say you've just tried. You are joking.
It's a lasso, right? No.
Lasso! He's playing Red Dead. I'm kissing you with my lasso.
That's what it's fucking called.
It's a lasso.
It's a lasso.
I never knew that. Why do they call it that? What?
No, you call it that.
Yeah, no one has called that.
Why do
except
you call it that? Because we're
Oh, I
calling it
don't
right.
think That's right.
It's a lasso. I was like, all of us three. Oh,
You're all
we
wrong.
got him. We pre-planned this moment.
Proper chap.
Talking about a
Let's get
lasso.
him. Let's pretend that a lasso is called a lasso.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never
It is a
knew that.
lasso.
That's fucking mental.
Well,
Blow my mind.
Hang on. Where's my apology?
You don't get an apology. You get a lift home.
No.
Oh, fucking war.
I'll pay for the taxi. Say sorry. No. Yeah. Quickly, just before we do move off the barbering thing, was there like a moment where you were like, right, that's it, or was it? Did something come about? You saw an advert.
Well, I think like me and him were like chatting about things to kind of venture into. And it's something I wanted to do anyway, like a long time ago. But do you know when you just like sit there and think to yourself, I can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like it is quite
It's a
niche. Do you know what I
skill
mean? It
you've
is
got.
an art in a kind of way. Do you know what I mean?
Of
And
course it is.
I'm not the best at art. Do you know what I mean?
Going to tattooing or something.
Oh yeah, I'd mess it up.
Well, that's
Especially,
really
especially
hard.
like yeah.
Some people love shit tattoos though.
I know.
To be continued.
Joking,
I've
it's
got
nice,
some
mate.
traditional Japanese
It's
art.
a very-
That's a nice
very
lasso
nice.
you got on your arm. Man. It's,
Yeah, that
banging.
lasso.
That's the
Fantastic.
lasso. Oh,
God, mate, you got a sunburn and half, haven't you?
yeah, I know. It's because
Jeez.
I'm a pasty ginger.
You are.
You're a grizzly ginger.
A grizzly ginger.
Grizzly
We
ginger.
established that. No, so you just had that conversation and
Yeah, we kind of looked at it, and then it was weird 'cause we were going to do it just before like the COVID like announced lockdown, and like the course was like about £1,400 at a time for a couple of weeks, and we was like,
Right.
yeah, let's have a look into it. And weirdly, we like both kind of said, and it was like, oh, let's just give it a week and just see it's what we really want. And then obviously lockdown happened, and then the course dropped down to £700, and we was like,
Boom.
boom. Do you know what I mean? It was
it's
just
a
like
sign, isn't it?
it was so weird, and like I say, but then after that, obviously, you're kind of just sitting there waiting for the course to happen. So we've just been like, oh, come on,
Dragging your feet.
like that. But obviously, they're in the same boat that they can't even cut hair and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So it weren't like I was at a loss, but you kind of got yourself hyped up, and then we're going like through downs and ups of like just going, oh, do I want to do this because it might never happen again? Do you know what I mean? And all that. But luckily, it's just it's been amazing. It's been such a good experience for 2 weeks, and like I say, anyone that is interested, it's like.
The thing with it as
Go
well
to
though, is you could go anywhere in the world with that and
Yeah.
rent a chair.
You
Yeah,
want to
that's
go
it.
to Dubai or somewhere like that. You earn some wedge out in Dubai.
Yeah, but a lot of Arabs don't really have much on their head, mate. So,
I don't know.
Nah.
I've never seen them.
A lot
so
of cloth.
yeah. A lot of cloth, yeah, so I can cut the cloth.
No, well, you get a lot of
The
people.
turban trimmer.
Yes.
They just come around and restyle it.
Do you want a skin fade turban or just a little bit off the back?
How about when these tassels going?
When you do like the warm towel, you just dip them in a bath. I think we've borderline
Just
racist.
yeah, I'm kind of going to leave what I was going to say, mate. I was just like, especially with a cutthroat, and it's like, It's like,
Yeah.
I'll stick to the other method that Reese does with his
Just a knob over.
it's a knob over the shoulder. It's harmless, isn't it?
A bit of harmless fun, just a bit of sexual assault. Yeah, no, that's really cool, mate. That's
Yeah, it's been good. Really good.
You found something that you actually want to
Just
do.
enjoy it, mate. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, anyone that wants to do it, it's not like using advertising. But honestly, Quarters Barbers is the way to go. Price wise as well. Quarters Barbers, mate. Like,
As in like
yeah,
a quarter.
Yes, because they're
Yeah.
a quarter of a job.
it's better than half a job. It's quicker, mate. It's like,
It's all about the money.
but no, it's like you go around. It's like we're looking at like London School of Barbering. Yeah, they're amazing. Do you know what I mean? But you're looking 12-week course, $6,000.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And like a lot of it's theory to start off with. And in my eyes, it's like it's one course that you don't really want to be doing theory
You
based.
can start
Do you know what I mean?
a lot of businesses for
$6,000. That's a start up. Do you know what I mean? Really strong
You
start
can
up.
buy 2
But,
caravans and rent them out.
but then we had like places like local to us that I'm not going to mention names and that. 'Cause going to be a competitor in that. But
Just shit all them.
no, from what I mean, don't get me wrong. You end up getting an MVQ and stuff like that out of it. But in the nicest way, you don't need an MVQ to be a
Which
barber.
is
Then
why you don't
like
need any course.
Instagram's your profile. Do you know what I mean? Like if you don't have Instagram,
You've got some good stuff on
And
there.
Technically, you
mine's
don't
like
need a course
kicking
at
up.
all. It's not like
No.
it's the same.
it's
as
just
construction.
experience, mate.
You
Do you
don't
know what I mean?
need any
People
course.
see the pictures you do and they like what they see. They'll be like, right, I'm coming. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that.
That's a bit of a weird
Well-
thing to say when they're looking at your photos.
Different story, different day. Sorry.
No, that's really cool. I had thought about going into barbering in the past because my missus is a hairdresser. I think there is a bit of a gap for like a like a really cool barbers that has like Sky Sports in there. So on a Saturday when you're going to be busiest,
Yeah.
you've got all the footy in there.
Well, we
So
won't
you-
really want to like focus on as well is like because obviously like where we spoke about his futures before and stuff like that is like kids with sensory issues and stuff like that. We're gonna like put like PlayStation in there so they can like game while they're getting cut, or like
Yeah, I
little
think that's
sensory
a good
things that they can
idea.
kind
That
of
is a good
touch and
idea.
play with and
And
visually
Have a little
see.
beer fridge for the dads that are sat
That's
in there
it.
waiting.
And that's what
And
they
you
do.
can
And it's
mark
like
up on there
That's,
massively.
that's disrupting
Especially with these
an
little bits.
industry as well, purely because getting your hair cut's fucking boring.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there, and if you're a bit of an antisocial person like me, I sit there and they're asking me questions, and I'll answer it, and then that's it. I don't want to fucking speak to you. I want you to cut my hair.
No, all you
so I
need,
can
little
leave.
TV, Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Sit
that's
there,
the whole
just
thing,
sit
mate.
there
It's
and
like, do you know what I
just
mean?
watch Netflix.
There we
Mate,
go.
that's-
Bit of
that-
Louis Theroux and some heroin addicts.
Yeah, why not?
This is a family-run barber.
Child with
Just- yeah,
child with
just
sensory
a-
issues next to
A
him going.
6-year-old kid sat next to me.
You know.
and you
Why
see a
is he
chunk of
shaking?
shit.
So
no,
that's
so
what
we-
I was going to say. So last time that I did a podcast with you for a completely different series, and you were doing the group.
Yeah, we kind of like moved on from it because it's like it weren't the right time. It's probably the best way of putting it. Do you know what I mean? We both had a lot of things, but we've really taken a big focus in on this. Now, it's not saying it's going to be it's dead for now. If you know what I mean, but we want to bring it back to life at
Is
some
it something
point.
you can do as a side hustle?
Eventually, yeah. What we want to do is get this operating to a point where it's kind of running for you, if you know what I mean. So you like get a couple of shops under your belt, like what Jake's done now. Like I say, he's got 5 shops already, and he's just built an
Did you
empire.
say you had some overseas as well?
Yeah, so he's done an Ibiza one as well,
Nice.
and he's
Awesome.
doing like an intensive course over there where you pay and get the Ibiza experience, go and learn the course at the same time. He's just got his hands in so many pies, you know what I mean?
might actually
Because
have
he's
to have a
like,
look at that. Oh, that
it's
sounds-
mental.
that
I
sounds
can't remember how
Well,
much
think
it
about
was.
that.
It was a
If
few
you're-
grand.
If you're going on a lad's holiday or something, you want to look sharp. So if you can get your
Well, that's the
hair cut
thing.
over there at the same time, get it done the day you get
Banging
there.
out
Oh,
£10
yeah.
haircuts
Fresh.
all day. You're going to be booked out, mate, all day.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You
100%.
just make a
Well,
killing.
You make it
So-
20. You can pay £10 for that.
Yeah.
In Ibiza, it's not
So-
cheap.
Well, the thing is, like skin fades, like Ash has had, they're so popular. Mate. Like I'd say 8 out of 10 people I'm doing it at the minute. Skin
8
fade.
out of 10
Do you know what I
cats.
mean? But it's like 20 quid. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's on the higher spectrum, and then they
I
start
just
getting
set
beard
up for a
trims,
blowjob.
£5, get a nose wax, £5, and all of a sudden it just starts adding up.
The only one that laughed.
It's like,
Well,
aha!
Got someone, here it's 20 quid a time, I'll just settle for a blowjob.
Yeah. No, that's really cool though, mate.
Yeah, no, it's been really good, mate. Like I say, it's just nice to be enjoying work. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just kind of, it's one of those, you know, when you just get up and you're like, oh, I don't want to go to work kind of feeling. But for once, like, you're getting up and you're just like, yeah, it's alright actually. Do you know what I mean?
Work every day, and then I realise I'm unemployed.
He actually turns up to his old job like, shit.
I'm gonna have to.
£13 a week.
Remember when that could buy you 5 packets of fags, so you could sell half the packets and make your money back?
Yeah,
Or you just end up smoking them
Or you smoke them, yeah.
on the back of the school bus.
with a grizzly in your hand.
My missus was telling me about accidentally forcing a bus window out when she was at school.
Really?
Yeah, her and some friends were resting their feet on it, laying back on the things, and it just went. Bus window just come out.
I'm pretty sure that was on the long-standing school bus.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I
I
pretty
didn't
sure I
want to say
remember that.
anything, but
Yeah, I think I was there.
yeah, the fucking
I was
bus
hit by that window.
Killed a small child, if I remember rightly.
It was a COVID death though, so it's fine.
It didn't, just so everyone knows. We're not casually laughing about horrible things like that.
But it's still counted on the COVID death.
Yeah, right, is there anything else you want to speak about, boys?
Crack on.
Mm.
You
Well-
said you wanted to speak about Britney Spears and the government.
Did
a couple
I?
of weeks back.
No,
wrote it
we
down
touched
on my
on.
notes.
Yeah, we spoke about that last week.
Did we? I forgot.
Have you had a knock on the head?
Oh, I have.
Yeah, we definitely spoke.
Talking of
about
knocks on the head, there's something you can use for that.
Is there?
Nootropics, mate.
Nootropics.
Yes.
Oh, it gets
It's like a limitless pill, mate.
no,
Limitless pill.
yeah, I
It's
do know.
absolutely incredible. So Joe Rogan, like, obviously, big user of it, and like he's like even saying on his like when he's talking about it, going like
What's it called?
nootropics.
Nootropics.
Yeah. So he literally panics if you don't have it on him for like doing hosting of a UFC, because he says like it's clarity of thinking, like you can run off sentences easier, like his vocabulary is a lot stronger. And I started taking them like when was it, like yesterday, and mate, it was literally just like a light bulb moment. You just feel like your IQ's shut up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's
somewhere.
just like
Yeah,
just
no, I
it just
definitely
feels
will.
like your brain's just activated straight away, and you don't have like do you know like a foggy head in the morning when you're like kind of fit, and you just kind of like
wake up and
it's just mate
you
honestly
snooze
it's,
15 times. Before
yeah
you get
well
up.
mate I still do that, but
Yeah, there's nothing better in this world than a snooze.
I think we're all snoozers, aren't we? In this film? It's like you just I don't know if you like the alarm sound or it's just like you like waking up to your phone going no, not yet,
Yeah,
not yet.
Oh, my wake
Cheating
up
the
alarm, the Batman '89 theme tune, because it starts off really low, so it sort of plays for a second really low, and then it's just da 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 da. I'm like, fuck. Wake up.
Mate, mine gives up on me after like
Cough
20
on
seconds of
me.
being on. It's like, well, if you ain't getting up, I ain't playing. Do you know what I mean? It's like this. I'm just like,
Are you
oh,
appreciating
hang on.
this or not?
You've snoozed for me. It's like-
Yeah.
Fucking mental.
Yeah, but anyway, so these pills.
yeah. So, like I say, I got introduced them from Jake, who I'm on the course with, and Johnny kind of like a bit dubious to start off with. He's like, look, just give it a go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So in
see
your
how
head,
you
you're kind of like, well, what's the worst that can happen?
I hope it weren't
bar a
this sly
COVID
way of
death.
trying to get you to hurry up.
Well, it's probably
Try one
also
of these pills, mate.
it's probably all I want to eat. Is like, if I give him a pill, he'll open a business with me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn it. Pretty much, yeah.
Not date rape, they just like business
He's
rape
getting
you.
into
Yeah.
business bed, mate.
Business bed.
Business
Yeah.
bed.
That's what you call that woman that you go and see, innit?
Prostitution, yeah.
And the one Stacey don't know about.
Got hair in my mouth.
That's what you
Oh,
say.
is that what happened to it? Hair in my mouth again.
Still covered in hair.
You have had
So
your
you
haircut,
should
mate.
have
It's
got leaf
understandable.
blower out.
Sorry, I was going to look on my phone at a couple of things that I wrote down. I got distracted by a £50 donation for my golfing thing.
Your golfing thing?
Oh no,
You
I'm
don't
doing.
play
Oh yeah,
golf?
I'm doing a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine. His son's was diagnosed with a brain tumour at the end of last year.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, bad.
8 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Fucking-
I was actually there the day he was born as well. Like
Yeah.
at the time, we were on a night out. Gets a phone call from his missus saying he's going into labour.
Fucking hell.
Well, yeah, I was actually there for the birth of him, and he's got a pretty aggressive brain tumour, but he's coming towards the end of his radio and chemotherapy.
Looking good, or?
First bout. Yeah, he's smashed it.
Oh,
He's
mate.
absolutely
Okay.
smashed it.
They're so versatile, man. It's
Yeah.
like when we was talking about the kid I did it for last time. You just like see the strength they've got, like 100 times more than an adult, mate.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking
I
incredible.
don't know it in the nicest possible way to anyone going through that. I think a little bit of it is naivety. I think when you're a child, you have no idea. How
Mortality's
serious-
not a
Yeah, you
seriousness,
don't-
is it?
you
You
don't
don't think about
contemplate
death
that.
or anything. Do you
No,
know what I mean?
so I think-
which helps.
Yeah, I think the the ignorance is sometimes bliss.
Mm.
But yeah, so we're doing.
Oh,
the
praise are out there
18th
for him, man. It's
Yeah.
alright.
18th of August, we're doing a 72 hole round of golf.
You're gonna be knackered, mate.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
there at 6 a.m. trying to get. And I don't play golf.
Can you have spectators?
I don't know actually.
You might come and watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give us a
yeah.
shout, and
Yeah,
we'll
but
need to
they're
get that.
He's fucking good at golf as well, so he could probably give you some tips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just hit the ball.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
hit it.
Well,
Just hit it, mate. As simple
half
as
the
that.
problem.
If it's like playing fetch with yourself, just think of it like that. You hit a ball, you walk after it. It's like,
Scottish game. Hit it, go back. Hit
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Miss
but
it,
someone
swear.
just give me the producer that I work with has just given a £50 donation, which is really
Oh,
nice.
lovely.
And that distracted me a little bit. But yeah, let's go into what I was.
We were talking the other day, just to interrupt, we were talking about that fucking guy that, there's this guy on YouTube that does videos. He watches videos, stuff like the Prince Andrew interviews and some of the Will and Jada interviews and all these other things. He's called Believing Bruce. I couldn't remember it. Wanted to give him a shout out.
pardon you.
Yeah, pardon me. Wanted to give it a bit of a shout out because I love watching stuff. He's a Geordie guy.
Yeah.
Watches interviews and tells you if they're lying or not
Oh,
by
okay.
their mannerisms and their movements and bits and pieces. Just wanted to get that out there because I
I
forgot.
just
his
want
name
to
last
say
week.
as well, though, it's a very bright camo hoodie, really, and
Yeah,
it's not very
really
discreet.
camouflage your hoodie, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
So look at me, I'm wearing camo.
Yeah, I think it's just the brand name. To be honest, we've got
Is
a
it
couple
Yeah.
of-
satirical?
It may well be. Yeah, so COVID-19. Small update on that. Britain is leading the path for vaccine patents and vaccine
Really?
pre-orders out of any country in the world,
Even
even
Bill
America.
Gates had that before it came out.
Oh, we're not going into the conspiracy theories
It's
again.
almost like it's a pandemic.
It is like it.
Pandemic, sorry.
I went into,
Edit.
I was at Milton Country Park today, and I had to take my little girl into the toilet, and in the back of in the toilet there was a thing written on the back of the door. My daughter needed the toilet.
Yeah.
That says controller virus is a form of psychological manipulation and social conditioning.
Do you know the only thing more annoying than if this was a completely planned event is that person that you went to school with that's been educated to almost zero level that thinks that they're above everyone, calling everyone else sheep for believing it and really thinks that
It's finally
know.
right about something.
No, it
shit.
just goes on and on and on about crap. At the end of the day, even if it is, it's not going to affect my life, and I couldn't give a shit if this was the whole thing was.
I think that's the problem now. I think a lot of people are just bored of it now, aren't they?
Grand
It's like,
pandemic, and you then lose your job because of it, and you're not earning any money to pay your rent or your car bills.
Yeah, but why would they plan a pandemic? Give me one decent reason. Something that isn't
Control.
ridiculous, like to
Something-
roll out 5G. That was
Or
one of the things. So they could
To cover
New
up
Ze-
a massive paedophile ring.
not. Well, would that be on a global scale?
just want to say,
Yeah, I would
don't want to die
probably
tomorrow.
say
So.
Yeah, I don't want to die tomorrow. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not suicidal.
Let me assure
in
you that
any way.
there's definitely pedos in New Zealand, and New Zealand hasn't had any serious cases of COVID-19.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not. It's a virus that they can't contain. It's not planned. It's destroying economies. It's putting people out of work. It's putting more money onto the government. The government have had a
Exactly
huge-
100 years later, after Spanish flu.
because and 100 years before that there was a
It's
massive outbreak because things work on a cycle.
It's nearly as mad as Kanye West being president, isn't it?
Yeah, that is
Even though
fucking
he had his
mental.
massive meltdown afterwards. Very
And
quick.
him and old fucking what's her face who want to get divorced.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he's lost the plot, hasn't he? Yeah, he went. He's so bipolar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But
Just.
the thing is, what is a shame is, he's a bloody clever bloke. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He's like insanely clever. You know what I mean?
His
But,
rapping, he's a fantastic rapper. Like, some of his lyrics are genius. Some of his subliminal
he
messages.
just thinks
are
he is
genius.
God. That is a problem. Like, literally believes it as well. I think one of the comments I always remember him saying was, he's like, if I had one wish in life, it would be to see myself through someone else's eyes, me on stage. And it's like,
Wow.
right, okay. Do you just like love yourself a bit?
That's the biggest ego in the world. No wonder he's lost the plot.
Would love his money though.
The thing is, there's rumours that he hasn't. None of them have got anywhere near as much money as what they make out that they've got. So already, was it Kylie Jenner and the makeup brand? She's already been scratched from the Forbes richest, and not putting her on there. Yeah, because the documents were made up. They've inflated the sales in order to pay more tax, so that they got tax relief from other businesses that they had. And then so basically she weren't worth anywhere near as much
So
as they
she
said.
was committing fraud.
Yeah,
Put her in prison. See how long she'll last in prison.
probably ages. She'll probably be a king of the prison because all the women want to bang her.
That's true.
I reckon. I don't know. I wouldn't put money on it.
Do you see what she looked like before plastic surgery?
Have you seen what they all look like? Now they all look like twins. All of them look the same. They've obviously all got the same surgeon.
That's what we can talk about.
I want to look like your twin.
No,
I don't know where she's going.
no, there's a documentary on Netflix, and it's called
There's a few on
Three
Netflix.
Identical Strangers.
Oh, fantastic documentary.
Have you watched it? Give you a
By my
rundown.
face, I'm gonna.
Mate,
Let you
it's
go.
absolutely
Guy's
brilliant.
19 years old. He's
Don't
going
even
to
come close to
community.
ruining it. In fact, we're not even going to talk about it.
No, just leave it there.
Specifically
Next
wanted to
podcast.
talk about
No,
it.
next podcast we'll talk about it. I'll
We've
watch
got
it.
Barber now, so he's definitely going to be on again, and that gives some
We'll
market
watch it.
research.
Look.
I'll just pause this and you watch
I've got
it now.
I've got Emily here. We'll watch it. Yeah.
It's fantastic, guys. It's really
Thumbs
it's
are
really, really good. But it's about triplets, identical triplets, and their story is amazing. So
Yeah?
just watch.
We'll watch that.
Yeah,
But only if you start watching Kingdom.
I'm not really interested in UFC though.
It's not like that. Story's amazing. Just watch it.
What
You
is
said
that
earlier
about?
It was about UFC.
What?
It's got UFC. Yeah.
What? Shooting him down like that.
Just watch it. Either that or watch Cobra Kai.
I quite like a bit of UFC. So what is it about? Or MMA in general?
Yeah, it's about an MMA family basically. So you got Frank Grillo, who's like
that
Purge.
Fighting with Family movie,
Which was a
Got
fantastic
Paige in it.
movie.
Yeah, it's a bit darker than that. So it's like
it
really
like Nick
nitty gritty
Frost?
dark. No,
I don't really want
No.
to watch it then.
not yet. Anyway, not yet. Ain't got Nick Frost. No.
I don't really want to watch it. They ain't got Nick Frost.
Oh, I was going to watch it. It's so funny.
I won't even watch the Witcher sequel now because he's not in it.
He is a legend though. He is a staple of British comedy.
I'm sorry, sure.
Yeah, no, right. So it's a dark. Is it about like a specific family? Give us the lowdown.
Yeah, so it's like
Sell it to us.
really, I'm out of that game now. So selling's done, mate.
I can tell you 3 Identical Strangers in like 30 seconds.
No, but don't because we've already sold it and they're already going to watch it. That's already sold. Don't try and.
Yeah, I wanted to do it the same kind of way. Just watch it.
Yeah, all right.
Watch it.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
cool.
there we go. Just watch
all
it.
right,
Don't want to
I'll
spoil
watch
it.
it.
Don't want to spoil
yeah,
it.
well, then we've got to watch it. If we've been making Carl watch that, then
It's only fair, isn't it?
How
give it
many
a go.
episodes is it? Because ours is only 1 episode.
Oh yeah, ours is like a docu. Like,
50.
It's 50 episodes.
51-hour episodes, yeah. So 50 hours.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
No, if you watch the first couple,
You know, Umbrella Academy
There's-
2 comes out next week. This
I haven't
week,
seen the
don't you?
first season, mate.
There you go. That's what I'm going to be doing
Umbrella
with my time.
Academy?
Masturbating and watching the Umbrella Academy. It's got a talking monkey in it. It's
has it got Nick Frost in it?
No.
Why are you watching it?
Oh, yeah.
Just sits in the back of a
I put-
Canetto.
I put-
It's like, actually, he's in.
Picture of him on the telly.
Just pretending. Just,
You're like
just have like a little him on a stick. So every time everyone's talking, you just
You're
put
like-
it over.
Peter Griffin trying to feed the telly.
Pasting Nick Frost. Yeah.
One of my friends done that with my daughter. When
Really?
she was about 1 year old, we were around, we were playing PlayStation, and I had a bag of Skittles, and she sat in the corner, like looking at us and stuff, and he just went and he put one down, and she'd come and get it, and he put another one down, another one down.
And we haven't seen her since.
She's in a box somewhere.
I got pictures of it on my phone. It's fucking hilarious. She's just trying to do it so sneaky, like there's a Skittle there. Motherfucker, left a Skittle.
Dumb motherfucker. I'm going to take that Skittle.
You silly son of a bitch.
Cheeky. Oh no, I better not do that one. Yeah. Going a bit more dark, I just saw on the news that you know that new suspect that it's only taken them 15 years or whatever in the Madeleine McCann case.
Yeah, that's probably highly fabricated.
In his German house
There's
where he was residing, they found a cellar.
Brilliant.
What was he selling, mate?
Watches.
You want to watch?
Bloody hell.
Opens his trench jacket and you got like Bolex. Houblon. Oh, that's so bad. I was trying not to react to that. No, because what they actually have is they've found a setup, which is
This one's a sage. This one's a sage. This one's a sage.
Bretling.
yeah, but they haven't found anyone selling anything. They found an underground bunker, and the sniffer dogs have shown quite a lot of attention to that area. So
I don't know what she smells like.
because
That's a very good question.
After
though.
all this
That's
time,
quite
how
that's a
long ago
valid
was that?
question. though. I'll
How
give you
long
that.
ago was that? Like
They ain't gonna have any of her
2007 or
clothes
something?
now either, are they? I'm not being funny.
It's all kept in like airtight sealed.
Ziploc bags.
Yeah, it's all evidence, isn't it? Eventually,
Yeah, but
that
she's going
will-
to smell slightly different.
Yeah, been a bit.
Well,
Like
still
15
now-
years later, it's
Yeah, of course, but dogs can it's like the same as sharks, isn't it? They've got like ridiculous senses that we have.
Bollocks. I watched a video about this.
yeah, that was the
No,
point,
listen,
wasn't it?
Listen, boom.
He's just been hit on the face.
No, this guy done a.
Dogs don't have noses, actually. I
Dogs,
saw a
dogs
documentary.
can't. No, it's dogs can't look up. Big Al says so.
Yeah,
Of course, dogs can look up. No, this guy he done a science experiment where he got 3 surfboards, spread them out equally.
Oh, you're saying something bollocks about sharks?
smells. Yeah, about sharks.
No, sharks can't smell. It's the electro.
They also
Yeah.
find it hard to get to
But-
cellars to sniff out Maddie,
One-
mate.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
take a
it is.
shot.
Just like see him.
Try and get a
down,
shark on a lead.
It's a common misconception.
Which is now a season on Netflix.
He's moving. He's definitely found something. He's going wild.
Just
He's
dying.
biting things. It's like,
It's a
it
common.
must be close. What are you trying to say? Fucking hell.
No, it's
What is it, Simon?
He bit her hand.
No, it's a common misconception that sharks can smell blood in water from miles away. They can't actually do
It's
that.
the
He
frantic.
done
It's when they're going. People
Yeah.
that are going frantic in the water. They
Yeah.
don't feel the yeah.
What are they doing? Getting frantic.
They're just being frantic, aren't they?
What do you think of shark? Frantic person. It's like,
I feel the franticness.
That sounds like a seal.
That sounds like a seal. Let me have.
Yeah, a kiss from a rose. Just clearing out.
that explains the scars on his face.
Oh, I hope other people find this funny and we don't just sound like a bunch of weirdos.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Right.
but yeah, so that wasn't bullshit then.
No.
No, what you tried to call me out on.
I'm going to get another drink at this moment. You carry on.
Right then, lasso. What else are we talking about?
Wasn't that the dog?
It's what you call a rope. Imagine trying to go in to kill yourself,
Oh no, that's a
and the
noose.
people at,
That's a noose.
and the
It's a
people at
big difference.
B&Q just laugh at you for calling it a lasso.
Yeah. Where can I buy a lasso, please? What the
Oh,
fuck
what?
are you talking about?
What you dickhead?
No, we only do paints.
It's not a noose, it's a noose.
Yeah, a new set.
You need a wallet.
A wallet hero.
They're fantastic. Though. I
I
don't
need-
know if
Oh,
you've
I
ever
got that
spoke
for my
about them.
birthday.
I need a hero.
I need a hero.
Have you just farted twice
No,
and
it's
pretended?
not.
Don't lie,
Yeah,
Ashley.
whatever.
You've just tried to prove that you didn't.
On Emily's life, not
Don't.
that one. I didn't.
Not that one. Not that one.
Well, there's many an Emily out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
No, it's just. a
maybe we
sweet
should-
Oh,
chiller
that's
on
funny.
Maybe
Maybe
we
we should definitely replicate it, can't you? Do it again.
Well, I didn't move exactly.
Yeah, come on, mate.
Go
Prove
do it
it.
again. You just go. Oh, shit, face.
I need to go.
It's happened again.
Anyway, that wraps up today's episode. Let's get the stuff.
Get the lasso.
So,
Let's go.
funny story about shit happened today. It's viral as well. So
Oh, no.
my daughter's.
Even the cat's
Oh,
walked off now.
she's
So
four-
fuck this.
She's 4 years old. Oh, he's chucking stuff.
She's chucking stuff.
Careful. She's 4 years old. We're in Milton Country Park. None of the toilets are open now because of Rona. And the ones that are right at the back of the car park. And we're like walking around this thing for miles. And she needs a toilet. She didn't say that she needed a toilet.
Yeah, we had that problem yesterday.
Yeah. She didn't say. I think it's because we haven't really been out. She's used
When
to being
she's
at
at home,
home,
she
so
can
she
just
just
run.
goes, yeah. And then one of my stepkids come over. She's like, Emily's doing a poo. Oh, great! But we haven't got any change of clothes.
That one.
That one.
Again?
Anyway, so we ain't got a change of clothes. We ain't got a bag with her. We've got a picnic But that's it. We ain't got anything like.
Why did you have to mention that? Like you pulled out everything from the picnic.
It's like Mary
basket.
Poppins scene, isn't it?
So I'm like, great. We haven't got a spare change of clothes. So I went over to her, and she hadn't shit herself. She'd pulled down her knickers, pulled up her dress, and shit on the floor. On the floor behind the bush. She goes for a wild wee. If she goes not a toilet, she's like,
For once. What a legend!
file. I'm like, fuck you.
That is absolutely brilliant.
I got the wet wipes out and a sandwich bag, hence the picnic, put it there, and there's no fucking dog shit bins either, so I've had to carry it around.
Not like that person we saw the other day.
So I've had to carry it around with me. I was like, fucking hell, at least she didn't shit in her nipples.
Oh, that's so funny. I can
She's
just
like,
imagine her little
if
expression
we-
when you
like-
walked around the bush.
Yeah.
And she's just
If we go to Wells or something,
Hang
and
on,
there's
though,
no
wait.
toilets, she was like, well, we'll take her into a bush, she just wheezes.
yeah.
She thought, I could do the same if I go for a shit. And she
What's the
fucking
difference
did.
between the piss and the poo? No, I care.
The lumpy texture.
What did you do with the poo?
I put it in the dog shit bin when we got back.
Oh, so you picked up the poo like it was a dog poo?
In like a wet wipe, like a dog poo, in a sandwich bag.
I can honestly say I don't take wet wipes on a walk, mate.
Well,
So,
one of-
do you know
He
what I
was
mean?
prepared.
One
In
of
case
the
they
good
needed it.
ladies
No, I mean
we
with a
were
dog.
with-
It's like you do with a dog. It's like
Yeah.
wet wipe a
Yeah,
poo.
of course. So you
We
mean
went
the
there.
bit like you
My
do
mum's
with the
got
dog?
a guide dog, and
It wipes her ass.
She ate a pair of Emily's knickers, and I was there the next day. I'm like, what the fuck's that sticking out his ass? And it had eaten my child's knickers, this dog, and then.
What would have been great is you
Shit
shut it out and
them
you
out.
actually wore them at the same
And I was
time.
like,
It's like,
what's
oh.
it rubbing on the carpet like that for? I turned around to my dad, I was like, there's something wrong with that dog.
It's
He
got
got
some
some
knickers.
gloves on, and he
He did a
pulled,
fist.
no, he
Oh,
pulled
God.
A pair of
pair
knickers.
of knickers out of the back of his dog. You're going to have that with your little pooch. You watch socks and everything. Dogs love eating socks.
Putting socks out of the
Anyway,
dog's
yeah,
ass.
it's like
Cheers for that,
It's
mate.
like a tissue
size
out
9
of a
as
box.
well.
Who cleans up a guide dog shit?
The person that owns the guide dog.
It's a-
But how do they know where the shit is?
They're blind.
Not all of them are blind. Some
But
are
no, but this is
partially
what we're on about.
sighted.
What about the blind people?
But
Does
just
the dog
eat it.
like scrape it for them
Does
and
it?
put it in a bag?
Probably eats it. Dogs don't. They
They
probably
do
get
love
trained.
eating their own shit. Don't
Oh,
they?
that's actually probably the answer to that question. A blind person's guide dog is probably trained to eat its own shit.
Oh god.
I don't think that's right, but if it does,
It'd make sense, wouldn't it?
It would
Because
make
otherwise
sense.
there's going to be.
Well, the
poo
thing is, they
everywhere.
They eat
can't.
everything
They
else.
can't see it to tell you the story, can they?
no,
So
they can't. They could just leave it in the middle of the path.
Yeah, actually, if that was true, someone would have noticed. There would be.
well,
a
it wouldn't be
video
the
on
blind
YouTube.
person,
No,
would it?
no.
So it's just-
Someone, there'd be
Labradors
someone with a
eating their
phone.
own shit.
Yeah, just walking along, just scooping up poo into their own mouth. Anyway, that was a
it is. There you go. I
Stop
replicated it.
shitting yourself.
There's
Yeah,
a
that
bush
was great.
outside.
That was a fantastic story, actually.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
It was not disgusting in the
No.
slightest. It was hilarious. Nothing short of hilarious.
What funny stories have you got of your children?
Not many at the moment, mate. To be honest.
Are they boring?
What do you mean?
Are your children boring? Do they not shit in
Well,
bushes?
you say children
Yeah.
like I've got more than one.
You might have. You never know.
I'm pretty sure I don't. But no, she doesn't shit in bushes. I've trained her a bit better.
yeah, she knows what toilets are.
She's house trained.
There wasn't any.
The shark showed it away with her nose.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how long are we at?
53 minutes.
Should we wrap it up?
We can wrap it up unless there's anything you want to talk about, Carl. Since
No, kind of like.
Finished it
It's
on the
been good.
shit.
Yeah, finished it on a shit note.
we done most of
Yeah.
our finish it on the shit note. We done most of our discussions earlier. Let's wrap it up there then. We can have a.
Well, actually,
schmuck.
because it is a little bit short, isn't it? Maybe if we
Only
push it to.
25 minutes.
Well, no, over an hour is what I prefer, really, just because
Is it?
it's just an hour.
We
is
should
nice.
just like break out into song.
Just break down.
Smash out a musical for 10 minutes. Yeah. Who knows Annie?
Can we do the bag of weed from Family Guy?
Oh right, I thought you were just like going to pull out a bag of weed.
Yeah,
Can we just do the bag of weed for
Shall we
7
just do
minutes
that?
and
That
just
would
like
be illegal. Unless
Like
you're in
Amsterdam?
or
Do you know what else is illegal?
What?
Shitting in public.
I'm picking
I
it
don't
up.
think it is
with a wet
illegal for
wipe.
children though, because they can't really control themselves.
No, but you
can they?
can.
I can't control.
How did she run off and be so unsupervised that she
We
got
were in
round
an
the bush?
orchard. We were sat down on the benches,
Right.
and the kids are playing it because there's like lines and lines.
And
That's
she
the thing.
decided to play shit.
Yeah. So they,
I'm going to evolve this game.
Yeah.
But
They were off.
Maybe
playing.
that's what got to her. She just kept hearing it, and it just became too much.
Subliminal messaging.
Yeah, and she just decided to shit her pants.
or it reminded her of the film and kind of spooked to her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I hope she hasn't seen that, even though you do show
My
her.
girlfriend hates clowns.
Yeah, I hate clowns.
With a passion. Can't stand them. We were watching Gogglebox the other day. Celebrity Gogglebox showed 10 minutes of
Fantastic program.
it. Yeah, showed 10 minutes of it, and she was not impressed. She was like, why the fuck have they got to show this? It's fucking like 8 o'clock at night. What the fuck are they like? It's a fucking
past the
TV.
watershed.
Yeah. Well, they show what they want. It's only a small child with a birthmark getting their face eaten.
Yeah, but they didn't show that bit. And
Yeah.
no, they didn't. I watched it. I
Yeah,
watched
it's
it.
like, you don't
Yeah,
see him getting eaten.
No, no,
The
You
worst,
saw
the
that
worst
bit.
bit in it was the bit where he's smashing his head. In
Oh,
the,
yeah,
that
that's
was
fun.
the worst bit of the film that they showed on it, because that is a bit. But that,
And
mate,
the girl
I-
getting her head eaten.
yeah, but you didn't see
No,
it.
you don't see it.
They cut it to the people speaking about it.
Mm.
Fantastic program though. I want to be on there. That's one of my
On
goals.
Gogglebox.
Mm-hmm.
Are you that interested?
Celebrity Gogglebox. Once my music
Oh, yeah,
goes big.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, but
It's a cushy life, isn't it? It's like just
Johnny
watch
Vegas
TV.
is on it.
And
I like
Oh, is
Johnny
he?
Vegas
Yeah,
back in the day.
and,
What was that drug dealer
Bez.
TV show that he used to do?
Ideal.
Ideal.
And that was a
was
fantastic
quality.
program on BBC Three.
yeah.
Have you not seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, brilliant, mate. About him stealing weed out of his little flat.
Oh,
It was
sorry.
like- yeah, probably about 15 years ago. Really good.
That's how long it was.
Yeah, because they were still smoking
BBC
Squidgy
Three's
Black.
not a thing anymore, is
No,
It's all online
online
now.
it is.
it? Is it?
Yeah.
And they do like
Where you've got to have a
people
TV
just do nothing.
license to watch something on your laptop.
Yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it?
well, it's good as BBC, isn't it? BBC only make their money through TV licensing,
Yeah, I know.
which is why they don't show adverts. Which is stupid. I'd rather they scrap the TV license and just
Yeah.
put some adverts on BBC Three. If you've got adverts on YouTube, I'm pretty sure we can put up with a couple of adverts on BBC.
Yeah.
Especially if you can skip them after 5 seconds.
You can't even do that with even YouTube now. Some
But
of them you have to watch the full advert.
Yeah, some of them are
That
actually
pisses
locked
me
down.
off, but there's no
You
way
get paid
I'm
a lot of
spending
money for that though, don't they?
15 quid a month just to get videos without adverts.
You will eventually though, because they've already started doubling adverts up. They started putting them in the middle of videos.
It's going to be
randomly.
like constant, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like pay per view.
eventually
It's like
going to be. They'll
yeah.
get to a point. But you know what problem that creates then is that the content, the people that upload the content, so YouTubers, will be getting less money because they'll
Yeah.
only be getting streaming revenue from advert.
Yeah.
It'll basically do what Spotify did.
I don't know if this will happen, but I think I'm waiting for a creators platform like YouTube that will come about that isn't censored to shit, where you can't, like, you know, if you play like 10
but
seconds
then
of
you
a
know what
song,
the problem
they
is
can
that then you
demonetise or-
get horrendous amounts of racism. You get horrendous amounts of
yeah, it's going to
propaganda.
that's a
You
proper
get all
dark
the
web kind of
videos
shit, isn't it? Where you're going to see
live
shit you
leak.
shouldn't be ever seeing. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
people
And
getting
then,
their heads chopped off, people getting drowned.
and then look what that does.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
purge.
Tell me
Yeah.
more. I'm joking.
Filthy.
Filthy.
Yeah, but that's the problem with that, and that's why they have to. I agree that
Because
they've
they're
started censoring.
demonetising so much.
Yeah, you
stuff.
can't even say anything about sex on YouTube without
No.
getting demonetised
And
now.
if you put something, say someone went on and upload a video of you
Yeah.
cutting hair or something. If someone went on there and in the comments, put
Yeah,
something
made a
racist
derogatory
or
comment,
something like that,
yeah.
you get punished for it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
you
you
can
do,
get
yeah.
your channel
Because you've
demonetised
promoted
or
someone to
taken it
say
off
that, basically.
because one of
It's
your
like-
followers has said that.
Let's
That's
face it,
bollocks,
what
though.
you were telling us earlier. if
Well,
that
about
was-
It
the
can easily
conversation.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can easily
Yeah.
happen. So
It's out of your
But you
control. Do you know what I
can't-
mean? You
Yeah,
can't
that's
control
not fair.
people.
what
Do
they
you know what I
need,
mean? It's like-
they need to have
Moderators that go around
no,
and remove
just the program
comment.
that does it. If you play poker
No,
on Poker Stars, then anything that is a
Well,
swear
no.
word.
The other simple thing is, if someone makes a comment, you've got to authorise it to go onto your post. Sounds
Yeah,
really
but then If you
stupid,
look at someone like
but
It
Joe
works.
Rogan that's got fucking 10,000 comments on a fucking
Yeah.
post, you don't want to go
And
through
then I
them.
guess that takes away the freedom of speech because none of the negative comments
Yeah,
are
true.
ever
But
going to
it's
be.
also
If it was a legit negative comment,
yeah,
it just won't appear, and that's not fair. They just need something.
that just
If-
spams it out.
Yeah.
If it's like a
If you
derogatory
say-
word comes in, it don't let it go into
changes
play.
your comment to
Yeah.
"I'm a massive moron" or something like that.
Yeah.
If you use a single bit of profanity that's racist or whatever it is, then it just changes your comments to the words "I am a moron."
That would be amazing.
That would be really clever.
How do we monetize that? How do we make that?
Well, we just need to create the software, then sell it to
Rag
YouTube,
theme
then hope that you...
to
That's what we need to do. Literally that. But you can't talk about Little Britain anymore.
Oh no. Talking about Little Britain.
No, I
not
just
talk-
said you can't talk about Little
Not
Britain.
He's brilliant. He's one of those. Don't press that button. I'm going to press that button.
What's that big red button do? It's winking at me.
That's my penis.
Banning off racist films.
Mm-hmm.
American History X is a sort of anti-racism film, but
Yeah.
shows a lot of racist
Mhm.
stuff. It's my bear in mind, this is my favourite film of all time.
Yeah,
I love
but
that
should
movie.
be in the laws of
It
how
should
it's
be.
gone.
If they're banning stuff like
What about white
fucking-
chicks?
Yeah,
Sorry,
If
That's the main
it's-
one, isn't it? That's the main culprit of reverse racism. And white power, technically, is no different. If people are saying white lives matter and using that as a singular,
Yeah,
then
that's game
That's
over
racist.
for us to say
it's
that.
the same. It's the same as saying white power.
Yeah,
There is no difference.
there's so many out there, isn't there? That
It's just a
you
joke.
could kind of. I'm not being horrible. Pretty much all films of '90s
yeah.
wouldn't be about.
No, not
Do you
at
know
all.
what I mean? I
and
don't
that's
mean that
why-
horribly. It's like when I watched Scrubs, like back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
They've even admitted to themselves, like it's black and white guys that are best friends, but
Yeah.
they've even said the
Zach
stuff they
Braff.
say to each other. Yeah, Zach Braff, Donald Faison
Yeah.
have literally said we didn't care what we said to each other
Yeah.
because we knew it was fun, harmless, a
It's
joke.
malicious.
Do you know what I mean? But they look back now and it's like because they do their podcast now. I don't know if you've seen it, where
I
they're
did.
commentating on their episodes and that. But they've
Really?
even gone,
Loads of famous
"Whoa,
people
wonder how
do
long it's going to take for
podcasts.
this to go down." And then weirdly,
It's
the
gonna-
next day, 4 episodes went like that, just gone
Really?
like that. They can't show them anymore because of what's going on.
You see, this is a joke.
And it's just like
And it goes,
fucking
it
hell.
goes back
That's against
to-
freedom of speech.
You know what,
though, isn't
actually,
it?
Ash, when you upload this podcast, because we've gone into quite a serious point now, can you upload it with a link to Stephen Fry talking about being offended? Because it's a fantastic...
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, to be offended is the most bullshit term in the world, because
Yeah.
anyone can be offended about anything. It doesn't actually
Cherry,
mean... it doesn't actually mean anything. To
No.
be offended is the
Who
most...
gives a shit? If you're offended, don't fucking listen to
Yeah,
it.
but
Don't
not even
watch
that.
it.
It's not even, and I can nowhere near articulate the point as well as Stephen Fry can. But his,
I listen to that man every night.
yeah, and reading
In
Harry
your
Potter.
dreams.
I'm reading Harry Potter.
And yeah, that was like the most shocking admission we've had.
I love it, mate. I have listened. I'll happily admit that. That guy will send me to sleep in seconds, and I've listened to the Harry Potter audiobooks every day since I was about 11 years old
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
to get you to sleep?
to get me to
How
sleep.
many times have you been through the books?
Hundreds,
Really?
literally hundreds and hundreds.
Surely you
and
know exactly what it's going to say.
most of the time. Hmm.
That's mental. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I had them on tape and wore out the tapes, and as soon as they went on Audible, I bought Audible,
bloody
and
hell.
I've got all of them on Audible.
That's really cool. Yeah, but he articulates really well how to be offended, and something that I did see online, and this is how ridiculous this is getting, and how much. So initially I saw that the government want nothing more than for there to be race issues, because it creates a divide in
Oh,
the
of course it
people,
does.
then the people can't come together as one.
Religion and race, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
If you can create the divides, then the people don't unite as one, and then they're not the power that they could be. So apparently they've already started that, and a lot of these things are things that ridiculous government discussions that are like, yeah, let's pretend that that's racist. And the most recent one is chess. Why, when playing
The whites
chess,
go
Whites
right.
against
do the
black.
whites always start first? It's one of the rules, isn't it? White always goes first. And they're then saying,
Never thought about that.
yeah, and that is the rule. If you're white,
How do you ban chess though? One of the most beloved.
No,
board
well,
games.
what they're going to
Change
say
the
is
colour of
the
the figures.
rules change, yeah, and you have to flip a coin to see who goes first or whatever.
Or you change colour figures and it's
Yeah,
like blue
make one-
versus red or something like
Yeah,
that. Do you know what I mean? It's
precisely.
like,
'Cause- yeah, and that hundreds
But then that-
and hundreds of years old, and it never had anything to do with race, and it's now being made into a racial thing.
Okay.
You know that even more ridiculous than that. Why on a pool table is there only one white ball and one black ball, and why is the white ball the ball with all the power? Is what people were saying about pool. Is
yeah, but you
somehow-
could say that, but the black ball has a power if you pot it early because it ends a person's game.
Exactly, but
So
the white ball is the one that you command or whatever. That, I didn't even read into it.
it's stupid. No,
I
you're
just
right.
saw that
That's-
and I thought this is the most stupid, ridiculous thing I've ever read.
You could pick apart anything though and say it's racist. Like, why has that TV got to be black?
Well, technically,
Do you know what I
me,
mean?
me
But
and you
don't
could
mean-
be classed as racist for cultural appropriation. We've both got Japanese style tattoos.
Yeah.
I have it.
Oh, actually,
because,
oh no, you've gone too far.
no, I have it.
No,
because-
I'm not having this anymore. I'm not doing this podcast with
Oh,
you two
done.
ever again. You can't have Japanese tattoos. That is disgusting.
It's
And you're
technically
fundamentally
cultural.
Sorry,
appropriation.
I can't see you in your camo top. Who's saying that?
racist.
But I,
Again.
I love the artwork. I love the
I
art
do.
style. I
Yeah,
love
no,
the,
exactly. It's
the
not
colours
racist.
I love
in
their
it.
culture, mate. Everything.
The
Do you know what I mean?
stories behind individual tattoos as well is something that is amazing. It's something that should be celebrated.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, everything like that should be celebrated. The whole thing is ridiculous.
life should be
It's just
celebrated.
freedom of choice, isn't it? Yeah.
Black people, granted, there's been a stigma around black people within white communities in
Yeah,
the
and wrongly
UK
so.
just
And
as
that's
much.
due to the government,
Yeah,
especially with the fact that they weren't allowed mortgages unless it was in a certain area.
yeah,
they
and things take time to sort themselves out.
Yep. This popcorn
By
is fucking lovely.
No, it's too addictive.
By creating such a divide, by things that were devised to be there for that. Basically, their racism, in my eyes, has gone back 20 years because of what they're trying to achieve. They're doing such a strong job of trying to eradicate it that all it's doing is making it worse, in my opinion.
But
Rather
like you
than
say
just
though,
forgetting about
media
it.
only get you to see what you want to see. To
True.
like bring a hate crime to something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, and don't get me wrong, what happened to that guy was just fucking horrendous. Do you know what I mean?
Should have been
Yeah,
arrested
but
and
there's
put in
multiple
or whatever.
multiple videos of it happening to white people.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But it's just come to light, and like I say, you don't wish it. Like that guy should never have happened.
No
but
one
like you
should have to
say,
go through that, no.
Flip says this a week ago. A white guy, probably the same thing happened to him by a black guy. Now that doesn't mean every black guy's
Gonna do that
like
to white
a
people.
mental militant racist. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? But on the flip side, that one guy might have been, just like the white guy was. Do you know what I mean? He was an absolute lunatic and shouldn't be anywhere in law enforcement, whatever on earth. Do you know what I mean? But unfortunately, you only showed what you want to see, not
Exactly.
see, do you know what I mean? But
and
what they want you
again,
to see.
What is the main cause of all of this crap, like we were speaking about
The
earlier?
government.
COVID-19. Sorry.
Social media. Again, without social media,
There's no
George
power
Floyd,
in there.
without social media, it wouldn't have been recorded and shared. In
George
the
Floyd
first
would have been a nobody. Absolute nobody. He would have been like who?
place. Yeah, it's a criminal.
Yeah.
Career criminal.
That's all we would have thought. Do you know what I mean? But, like I say, without
Because
social
some
media, there's no
person had
power,
an
is there?
iPhone, and because that iPhone
Or an
was
Android.
connected
Yeah.
to a Facebook account, the video was taken, then it was uploaded onto Facebook.
We're in seconds,
And
isn't it?
then,
And it's like,
yeah, within 5 days, there's
it was pretty
global
much being
protest.
live streamed, wasn't it? I think, if I remember right, something like that.
I think that's 3 or 4 different angles, but we're only shown 2 of them, and 2 of them.
And then one coincidentally then comes out after that. It was actually 4 people behind
Yeah.
the card. Well, 4 in
Yeah.
total, wasn't it? 3
yeah,
behind the
'cause
card.
The initial one, it just looked like the one guy, didn't it?
Well, 2 guys, one holding people back, one
Yeah.
with the neck, which
Yeah,
is bad
but
enough.
one-
And then you see another 2 behind the car, and you're like, they're
Turns
pinning him
out
into
one
his
of
like
them
organs,
was
weren't they?
actually multi-ethnic as well. So
Chinese, only.
Yeah.
Chinese American. Or
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
another thing. I see them 2 twins. Have you seen them? To these 2
The black
fellas.
twins,
The Hodge
yeah,
twins.
they've
They're
been about
fucking
for
quality. They're like
years.
Hodgson twins.
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
They're fucking
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah,
It's like
that
you
talk
call
they had
yourself
about
African
race.
Americans.
You've never
Barely
been
any
to
of you
Africa.
have been to Africa. You don't know fuck all about their cultures.
Yeah.
You're American.
Yeah.
Stop saying you're African American or Chinese American
Yeah,
or
that's it.
Latin American.
You're just American.
You're American. You're not
And that's
Irish
what
American.
causes the
You're
problems.
American. Regardless of your black, white, fucking
You
Chinese,
know what
whatever.
the
It doesn't
reality
matter.
of all of this is, guys? Nationality, if they really want to eradicate it,
Don't have nationality.
nationality should be completely. It doesn't matter what nationality you are a just a human, and the difference is you're just species.
That is the whole thing, innit? There is only one race, human
Yeah,
race. Do you know what I
exactly.
mean? That
There's
is
no
it.
Neanderthals
What about the
anymore.
alien race?
And actually,
We need to do an alien podcast. We need
I'm
to
up
talk
for that.
about aliens.
Next haircut with
Next
a
haircuts.
you
Yeah.
know, maybe we should try and find someone local that's big into alien conspiracies, and because let's stop.
What conspiracies, mate? Aliens are definitely real.
I
It's not a
completely
conspiracy.
believe in aliens.
I saw a UFO. On my life.
Yeah, but
100%.
probably not an alien one. Look, at the end of the day, aliens definitely exist. Right, but let's not go into that now.
next episode.
Yeah.
Next episode.
With
I'll
me.
save it. I'll
What
save
was
it.
Save it when you see me next.
Yeah, what I was going to say, just to round this up, Neanderthals used to exist. Yeah, they were a completely different race.
Sorry.
Not a hand on me.
Hold on. I was watching the Joe Rogan, and it had this paleontologist on.
Yeah.
And there's a video on YouTube. Bear in mind, on YouTube, you can select the people that comment on your stuff and you can remove comments.
Yeah,
This
which is
guy
why they get
was
punished, like you said.
debunking the fact that dinosaurs ever existed.
Oh,
He
Brilliant.
was literally, he was like a flat earther sort of fucking nutcase. He was
But the
like,
earth is
dinosaurs never,
I didn't know that.
existed. The bones were made of plaster and they were put under the ground, and then 10 years later they have the bone wars where these two scientists fight to get famous, digging up, and this guy's sitting there going, "You're a cunt."
do you remember
You're
when
a
we had
cunt.
that bone war last week?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
I'm glad I won.
You didn't win.
Stop lying with your jokes.
Yours was sick all over mine.
oh, God.
And this paleontologist is.
I like how you can just roll back into
I
that.
do.
And this paleontologist.
This paleontologist was ripping into the TV screen watching him. He's like, "You're a cunt." Yes, that is true. This is why they find different parts of dinosaurs in different parts of the world.
You know what that
This
is?
is where they're named, and it's amazing. So, anyway, Kate, you were talking about Neanderthals.
Yeah,
'Cause
so-
he's saying about how Neanderthals and stuff couldn't exist, and it's like, well, actually, they fucking did.
Yeah,
So
well, of
shut
course
your
they
trap,
did.
you
We've got
fat
proof that
earther
they did.
bastard.
Yeah. Obviously, they don't exist anymore, and you can. I think it's
I'm going
something
to
like.
swap chairs.
I think it's something
Next
like
week, I'm bringing my own in case you've got the Rona.
next week.
Week after next.
Week after it?
Yeah, whenever it is.
After
Right. Anyway.
You should come to us next time. Take
No,
it in
if you want a
turns.
haircut, mate,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
you can come to me.
Right. Neanderthals obviously used to exist. You can
Okay.
9% of all of our DNA in everyone can be traced back to Neanderthal. really.
And pigs. We share common ancestors. with pigs.
Oh no, well no, that's like something ridiculous. Like 89% of our genetic makeup is identical to pigs, but
That's
our
why
actual
we taste the same.
our DNA can be. That wraps up this episode.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get this out, mate.
Yeah.
There's a famous Japanese cannibal who murdered one of the women he was interested in, and him and other cannibals, because I've watched various documentaries and stuff on it. That is why we're
I
called.
don't like you after a beer.
This is
You're going
why-
back to soft drinks next week.
I just didn't like him.
This is why
Beer or no beer.
cannibals call people long pig because it
What?
tastes the same.
No,
as
I really think
fucking
you said that was a
long
Japanese
pig.
man.
No, cannibals in general. That's what they do because we taste
No, I
our
believe-
meat resembles pork that much. It's very fatty, same texture.
Long pig.
Long pig. That's what it's called.
Yeah, but that was probably just the descriptive
Look
term
it
that
up.
is
It's
Japanese.
really, I love that sort of stuff. It's
Look,
really interesting.
It sounds like South Park when the Chinese people call the Americans round eye.
Do they?
You've not seen South Park?
I've seen 8 episodes and they were all like in the top 10.
But do you like fish sticks?
Fish sticks. Kanye West loves
Not like
fish
as in
sticks.
those little.
Yeah, do you
white
like?
ones
Yeah,
with
do you
the
like?
thing.
Do you like fish sticks?
I'm not answering this fucking
Just
question.
fish
do you like?
sticks.
Emily's over there shaking her head.
Do you like fish sticks?
I'm not answering that question.
It's a simple
I'll plead the
question.
fifth.
Do you like fish sticks?
I'll plead the fifth.
Do you like fish
I
sticks?
plead the fifth.
Do you like fish sticks?
Do you
No.
like cheese sticks?
No,
Do you like cheese sticks?
no, no comment.
I think you like fish sticks.
I don't know. I don't know where this is going.
Have you not seen it?
No,
It's
no,
like
really
probably the most
Kanye
iconic.
West.
So Kanye West, like they keep going to him. Do you like fish sticks? Like yeah, and he's like,
I
yeah,
love
you're a
fish
gay
sticks.
fish.
Like fish sticks.
Oh,
Fish sticks. Yeah.
right.
Anyway,
Hilarious.
Neanderthals.
Neanderthals. Right, back to the story.
Neanderthals,
Neanderthals.
not long pig.
Or fish sticks.
Long pig fish stick.
Serpentine.
Best insult of all time.
Hey, you long pig fish stick. Anyway, Neanderthal. Because this was really serious. I really got into it, and now we're talking
I
about. long
feel like
pig
you're
fish-
never going to get this out.
No. And all it was racism
9%.
was
You were saying we have 9%.
racism, right? Is race versus race. Racism is exactly what killed out Neanderthals. Is racism. What we have at the moment is nationalist bullshit because it isn't race at all. And if things keep getting labelled as racism and problems occur because of racism, then eventually there will only be one, and I'm using asterisks, is that what it's called? Or
Human
quote
race.
marks.
Quotations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will only be one race as we know it at the end of it all. And that's the sad thing. the way that it's going, there's only
I
going to
don't
be.
think it is if it goes to the point of
Where are the Neanderthals?
one-
Your long pig
no.
fish dick.
one,
That's going to be a new inside it.
no, one race, regardless of if it's interbred with all the other races.
London Marathon.
What?
One race
Oh, one race.
to end all races.
Hadrian's Wall.
Then the Kenyans win. Anyway,
That's true.
the Kenyans always win. All
It's
6 of them.
biology.
Yeah. So I remember I was watching
100%.
something the other day, and it was they put a running platform into a mall. It was obviously recorded before lockdown.
Mm.
It was going at a certain pace, and there's a couple of people doing it and like challenging people to
Yeah.
get up and run on this huge treadmill, and like they would like keep in time of whoever did it best. And there was like probably about 60 people had been on it, and their record was like 5 minutes 12 seconds.
Yeah.
To
This
do how long?
person's feeling like just to get on the treadmill and keep up with the pace. So you stand up, stand on it,
How fast
and it
was
starts.
it going?
However fast it went, I don't know exactly how fast it was. The point of this that I'm trying to make.
Well, if you're doing it
I
at
don't like you after a beer.
If you're
Shush.
doing it at 4 mile an hour, anyone's going to be like, get on it.
Right,
If you're
actually,
doing it at
I think
30 mile
anyone
an
in the
hour,
world
it's alligators
can
and
do more than
hippos.
5 minutes.
Is it?
and
I
12
reckon
seconds
if it's where you're going with this, it might be like the pace that like the Kenyans have set
of the world record.
of the world record. So it's like maintaining like 18 kilometers an hour or something like that.
Someone did that, didn't they?
Yeah, no. So obviously someone did it.
To get the world fucking record, you dickhead.
You're gonna go
Oh,
back
if you did it in this time over this distance, he must have run it at this average speed.
Yeah, so that's exactly what
Yeah.
they did, and the
And it's
winner
how they
was, like,
maintained for as
5
long as they
minutes
could.
12, and it was like really like,
Yeah.
happy with himself, and they're like, yeah, just so you know that
That was
you
maintained
did
for
there,
2 hours.
Yeah, was the world record
Yeah.
pace, and they did that for 24 miles, and that person went from like elated like, "Ooh," and then there was people that were getting on, they were just falling over.
Was it a
And they were
Kenyan?
like falling. The Kenyan is the world record holder, I
Right.
believe. I could be wrong, and that could come across as racist. I'm pretty sure it's a
Naturally.
Kenyan.
We were talking about this in the car. Not about Kenyans, but about...
I don't want anything to do with this podcast ever again.
Did you know, obviously, the hippopotamus is one of the deadliest animals in
Yes.
Africa, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how quick them fuckers run? They run at like 30 miles an hour.
Which is quicker
Serious?
than Usain Bolt. But the only thing
Can you
is,
imagine that in the Olympics?
Not only do they... not only do they
With a lace
swim,
there was
undone.
actually a program, weren't there, where people used to race animals in America. Like there's something like a bloke racing a giraffe.
I see a rumour.
Fuck
I heard a
that.
rumour
They're on
today.
YouTube.
I see a thing about Mike Tyson once tried to bribe a zoo owner 10 grand to fist fight a gorilla. I'm fucking... I don't know how true it is. I saw it today.
No, that's
and the
blatantly
internet's
true.
probably
And Mike
shit.
Tyson would
It
have got
was
his
so
head ripped
coked
right
up,
off.
like, yeah,
He'd have
I'll
probably
take that
still won
gorilla.
as well. That's the thing. You say he'd have lost. He'd have been like,
Have you ever been to
He's coming back,
Colchester
isn't he?
Zoo?
Yeah.
Have you been
fighting
to
Roy
Col-
Jones Jr.
Uh,
My idol, mate.
Have you been to Colchester Zoo? At Colchester Zoo,
Yeah, I knocked a gorilla out.
there
mate.
is a
Wombat.
weight. There is a weight. Various weights there of what animals
Can
would
lift
be
what?
able to lift. Shit you not, that gorilla one. I'm fairly strong. That gorilla one was not moving. They are
Yeah.
unbelievably strong.
Yeah, even the chimpanzee,
will rip your
one of
face
them
off.
skinny little bastards, is like 10 times stronger than the world's strongest man.
It's nuts, isn't it?
Ridiculously, it's just the way that their genetic makeup. As Joe Rogan says it, then he says we don't even know how strong gorillas could be because none of them have ever weight trained.
No.
Imagine if one of them got into fitness, got into weight training.
It's like a ton on each arm. Fucking-
So they're nowhere near their full potential.
But then we'd never know these facts if Joe Rogan didn't take Nootropics.
Not true.
Exactly, because he
Thanks.
wouldn't have thought
You
about
wouldn't
it.
have thought about it.
You know, if you keep, so you every time you say that, you got to pay us a $5 because all of our listeners are going,
Yeah, all 10 of them.
all 10 of them.
Yeah,
That's
50
still
quid.
50 quid. I'm broke.
Yeah, you need it, to be fair. No, all you need is a couple of nootropics.
Nootropics, mate. You need them as well.
I need two. I double
You
drop
sound like
those. I'm
Del
going
Boy.
in. What?
You sound like Del Boy. You just need a couple of Nootrotics, mate.
Nootrotics, boy.
Trotics.
Right, anyway, tropics.
Trotics.
Trotics.
No, that's
Trotic.
Del Boy's version.
Nootropics.
Nootrotics.
Right, yeah.
Tropic.
Right, what's their actual name? Just
Nootropic.
Nootropic.
Yeah.
Like gnaw on something that's tropical.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
if you're
Yeah.
eating a pear,
Yeah.
you'll be gnawing No, that's not
That's
tropical.
not tropical,
Eating a
no.
pineapple.
There you go.
No, that's not even tropical. That kind of is. yeah.
Bananas are quite tropical. They didn't have pineapples. In fact, they didn't have them in the UK till like the 1800s.
Yeah, I saw something about the potato famine in Ireland, and that was at the turn of the century, 1800s, and potatoes weren't even associated with Ireland, they fucking hated them for years. and now everyone goes, potato! Because in the end they had to take
Maybe
it.
racist.
Yeah. But no, yeah,
It's okay to be racist.
it got
against the Irish.
some bloke brought,
Oh, fucking
No,
hell.
I'm joking.
You know-
What a way to end it, edit.
No, I am joking.
No, do you know
I
that-
love Ireland.
You
It's
do
one of
know
my
that in
favourite places
America,
to go.
the Irish, because they became Irish Americans, because when they had
Rather
to
than just
immigrate,
Americans.
when they had to go across the Atlantic because of the potato famine, they were regarded as lesser humans, and they were segregated against in the same way as blacks were a lot later on. So there was signs in pubs that would
No
say
Irish allowed.
no Irish.
Still serve Guinness.
Another random fact, now you've brought that up, and we will wrap this up in a sec.
Do we have to?
You know Guinness, the drink,
Yes, I've got
is
3 of them in
actually
my car.
the same people created the Guinness Book of World Records. And normally you'd think that they would be completely unassociated. It's just one of those things that you don't really think about, but it's actually from the same brand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually the way
Guinness
that
was kind of
would
like,
mark it into.
And you were taking the piss out of me for Lasso. Everyone knows that.
No, they don't. Not everyone.
I
knows
thought
that.
everyone
I
knew.
knew that.
No, you didn't.
I knew that.
Well, is the Michelin Thai company got anything to do with Michelin star restaurants?
Yes, probably.
Well, do
I
you
don't
know this?
No.
Oh, well, you knew everything about fucking Guinness. What do you know about
Six-
Guinness?
Guinness is
65
one of my
stars.
favourite drinks.
What do you think? Do you think the
I
Michelin?
reckon it probably does, yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it does, yeah.
He's like, shit.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, and they started going around and doing the same thing. But it's something that you wouldn't normally associate. Two completely random.
Books and alcohol.
Yeah, so it was world records. And then the Thai company did actually start giving out awards to...
What gives
But
them the
just so you
right?
know, though, another thing, now they're completely separate companies. So the Guinness Book of World Records now has absolutely
it's
nothing
like
to do
Gone the side, isn't it?
with Guinness. They're
But it's
completely
Thai,
their own,
does it?
and the same as Michelin. Michelin, the Thai company now has nothing to do with world-renowned chefs. But they did start at the same place, and they didn't change their name. There's loads of companies that have done things like that and had off-sprouts that are now completely different.
I'd quite like to try Michelin star food, but not pay Michelin star food prices.
Well, then how are you going
and
to
the
try?
only
That's like
place
saying
to do that is in Thailand, because there's a street vendor in Thailand
That's got a
has
Michelin
got
star.
Michelin stars.
Are you joking?
Nope.
I want to fact check that later.
Fact check it now,
He's
mate.
probably got Michelin star.
Let me just
I
Google.
think you've gone too far there, Carl.
Oh, I was looking up about Hydra rocks for propylene.
Sorry.
No, yeah, quickly fact check that, and then because we've now gone 30 minutes longer than when we were going to start.
So,
Street. Yeah, Queen of Thai Street Food wins Michelin star.
You do realise that's still going to be Michelin star prices. She's not going to be doing like cooking it up in a dish in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Look at the photos. That is
It's
not
just
street
street
food.
food.
No, that is not.
that's just street food. Where do you go for your street food, mate? I want to know.
Prices are, however, not keeping with street food, which
Told
locals
ya.
put down in the large portions. Her favourite is the brown thick crab omelette, which she charges £20 for. £20 for a Michelin star meal.
Yeah, you
is
get a starter.
fucking
You can get a
good.
starter in a Michelin star restaurant for 20
A
quid.
starter?
That's a starter.
Yeah,
A
bread and
fucking
olive.
crab omelette? That's
That's
not
a
a starter,
starter,
mate.
bro.
That's a main course.
Have you ever had a crab omelette?
No,
No, it's a starter.
it's not. It's not a starter.
It's a paste.
It's just paste.
It's a photo.
So, okay,
Yeah, no, right, yeah.
I think there's another one. Let me have a look.
What, there's two street vendors.
Mhm.
Apparently it has lost a bit of its weight, Michelin stars, because now you can be up to 3 Michelin stars. It used to be,
You were Michelin, that was it, wasn't it?
that was it,
Yeah,
and then,
you were like top
someone
dog.
was so
It
good,
like-
they're like, shit, we gave it to Gary,
Yeah.
There you go.
we've got to make him a 2.
Dave's got to be too.
That one was Bangkok. This one's Singapore. Michelin star meal for less than $2, but you got to go to Singapore. The Hong Kong style soya sauce chicken rice and noodle stall in Singapore has become one of the first of 2 street vendors to earn a Michelin star.
The only thing is,
$2 for a Michelin star meal.
I just don't believe it. I don't believe it's not
Well,
the same experience.
Google's
No.
just told me, mate.
Yeah, but you want to sit in a restaurant and get that
Yeah.
whole
You want to
Michelin
feel
feeling.
like
Do you know what I mean?
your,
So-
your personality massaged.
Yeah.
I went to a hotel the other day and it was not you had to be dressed smart to go for the meal there. Never had that in my life. Like never had a dress code to go for.
No,
dinner.
for a meal. Yeah.
And so we had to do that. And yeah, just the way that they treat you, the way they speak to you, real service. Even though you can tell the whole thing's falsified, You can tell they don't want to be doing that. You
Yeah.
can just see it in their eyes.
They
that
start
they-
spitting your
different,
food
isn't
if
it?
you wind them up.
well, they dip their dick in their drinks. I've never heard of anyone doing that before, but
I heard of
do
someone
that,
that
yeah.
used to work at McDonald's that put his
veggie tongs on the
balls-
penis.
Yeah, his balls on
Don't know
the
who that
veggie
was.
tongs.
I've heard about that as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, shall we wrap that up?
Yeah, I did say an hour and 20 minutes. We're now an hour and 24.
Yeah.
Well
Good
done,
speak.
lads.
Yeah,
Well,
well done.
thank you for that. Thank you for
Yeah,
listening,
lovely.
guys.
Carl, thank
No,
you for
see you in a few
coming on
weeks.
again, and thank
Yes,
you for
mate.
cutting my hair.
That's
Check
right, mate.
out Beardy Barber Coat on Instagram. He's okay. He's pretty good.
And make sure you
Good
like
looking.
and follow Proper Chap on Facebook. Much love.
They're all right.
Lovely.
They're pretty good.